All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside
the Antelopes by the horns and won
Boulder, Colorado.
That's a live show.
It is the game 2 of this series between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Missouri State Ice Bears here on ScoBuff Sports this evening alongside Nick Evans. I'm Kieran Warger, and we are thrilled to bring you game 2 of this series here tonight. We just got done with the final women's game of the regular season here in the rink. So that was an electric game for sure, dominated by the Buffs, as always. I mean, they're number 1 in the WWCHL for a reason. But moving into tonight, Nick, what are we looking for?
Yeah, just a continuation of what we saw from the Buffs last night. I'm always loud when we start these. I don't know why. But, yeah, just a continuation of last night. We mentioned that last year, the last time Missouri State was here at home, was also the time that the Buffs almost blew the 3-goal lead, and last night they almost blew, I think it was a 2-goal lead, where it was getting close, and we really wanted to go out and eat, and we thought they were threatening overtime, and I was so tired.
Yeah.
But no, thankfully the Buffs didn't blow that lead, and as we'll kind of talk about in a little bit, right now they're looking good in the standings, so they did exactly what they needed to, and they just need to keep at it here.
So we'll see what happens coming into tonight. But we've got some interesting stats to go over this week. One of them is from our very own goaltender here in Boulder, Liam O'Gwen, surpassing 3,000 saves in his career at Colorado. Absolutely an incredible achievement by Buffs goaltender in all of his years of service. And moving into last night, I mean, we saw like the goaltender. He took a ton of hits, and unfortunately, he let 2 go by him in the second 2 periods. But I mean, speaking of goaltenders, I mean the Ice Bears. I mean, they had to swap goaltenders after 4 goals scored within the first 10 minutes of the game, and Ross Jones didn't let any go past him at the moment he went in, so we'll see what happens here tonight. Obviously a 4-3 final in favor of Colorado, 41-40 shots on goal. It was it heavily favored the Buffs last night, but then the Bears they responded in that third period. They came out and they were lethal. So definitely want to make sure that Colorado can stay on top here tonight, because who knows, maybe I'm sure Jones is going to be starting in net this evening, and we'll find out here in a couple minutes. But some other interesting stats here. We're looking at the standings in the WCHL. And
you do these tosses so quick. I had to. There we go.
There we are. So the rankings have shifted around a ton here. Obviously, Colorado sitting at the number 2 spot right now with 38 combined points on the season, and UNLV obviously at number 1 with 50. They are a force to be reckoned with. The Buffs' postseason hopes are still very much alive, and Utah, the Utes, are actually just behind them. They overtook Oklahoma. They are tied. They are both tied for 37 combined points on their seasons. So Oklahoma moved down 2 spots in the rankings, and Utah moving up from that number 4 spot to number 3, very neck and neck with Colorado. So it's they cannot let their guard down here tonight, Nick, for sure.
No, they can't. And also, look at how much movement there was in the bottom of those standings. You say at the Missouri State, this was since the last home game that we were at, so the first, that's 13 days ago, or 14 now. You can see ASU moved down. Arizona moved up 4 spots. The Rams moved down, and just a lot of movement right down the standings. Most importantly, though, look at how tight that race is from currently Colorado, Utah, and Oklahoma. Only 1 point Colorado has the lead between both of them, and that's going to be huge. You know, like we were said, they just got to get those points where they can.
So it is a crucial weekend here. I mean, obviously Missouri State is not. Their hopes for the postseason are not as high, sitting at number 8 right now, and they've held that spot consistently throughout the season. So, but the Buffs, like we said, they cannot let their guard down, and we'll see what they can do against a tough Ice Bears team and against Ross Jones in net tonight, should he come out.
And also looking at Utah right now, which is right behind them, they just had their game last night against GCU, and they just beat the brakes off of them. So, yeah, you're looking at a 5-2. Look at the shots on goal differential, though. Something to stick out to you?
So we have 20 shots on goal for Utah compared to the 32 on GCU. And that was just a dominant performance by Utah. I mean, goaltending really comes down. It really comes down to your goaltenders. And I mean, this is a GCU team that split the series with the Buffs last weekend, and they just went down to Utah. So they're a threat. So the Buffs are not out of the water yet. They've still got Oklahoma and the Utes right on their tails.
Yeah, and you got to figure too, like with the spot right now, that 5-2 game, you got to figure they're going to complete the sweep. They're going to get more points. So it's not even a question of, can CU win tonight? They have to win tonight. You just got to keep putting yourself up higher and higher, and otherwise you're looking at like we said, these dumb, hoping one team loses or ties and all that. So the thing that you can do to just avoid that best is just to win here tonight, get those points where you can.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here on our pregame show at the second to last game here in Boulder for this Buffs team and for the seniors who will be honored at the Rocky Mountain Showdown next week.
Well, actually, partner, I have a surprise for you. Did I tell you that we were doing this? That I didn't. I told you that was all the graphics I prepared, didn't I?
I'm surprised.
Well, there you go. I wanted you to look at last night's game. UNLV hosted SDSU, and take a look at the game here. So the score is 19-1. Look at the shots on goal for me.
So we have 95-20. I mean, you've got the best team in the league versus the worst. I mean, Only 9 points on the season for the Aztecs. They sit dead last at number 11 in the WCHL. And I mean, that's this honestly looks like something my high school would pull off against, especially in the playoffs. But I mean,
well, also something to point out, Liam D, the goalkeeper for SDSU, played all 60 minutes and had 76 saves. That's insane. They almost broke 100 shots on goal. Not a lot of penalty minutes. Somehow UNLV still committed a unsportsmanlike, even though they were up like 5-1. And you know what the craziest part was? The score was 2-1 heading into the first intermission. So if we recover this game, it would just be like a normal game, and then just something happened.
And then they're just getting peppered later in that game. But that is that's what we have to contend with here in the WCHL. I mean, obviously, two very different teams, bottom of the league versus the top of the league, and the top of the league is even well above us, 12 points ahead of Colorado. So it's their postseason hopes are obviously they're really
guaranteed.
high. Looking at the conference rankings before we sign off here, and I must say the WCHL's website is not the best, but UNLV sits number 7 in the league here heading into the postseason. The Buffs are pretty far down at number 23, but their hopes for regionals are still alive, but they got to stay alive in this game, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us here in the Sioux Rec Center Ice Rink, as we are just over 10 minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll have all that coming up for you after this short break. Stick around.
Close-ups. Close-ups. Read it.
Folks, for those just tuning in, good evening and welcome to Boulder for Game 2 of this series between the Missouri State Bears and the Colorado Buffaloes. It's a crucial night here for Colorado to stay on top, as they currently hold the number 2 spot in the WCHL, as we mentioned in our pregame show. And Missouri State, pretty far down the line, sitting at number 8 currently, seeking a win tonight here in Boulder as the regular season draws to a close in the coming weeks. Probably overheard the introduction of the starting lineups. We've got Captain Drew McConaughey out here with his line absolutely loaded to the teeth, with Rapolis, Marce, Kevachus, Elliot Testa, Jack Ferguson, Quentin Kinney, and Marce Kevachus, speaking of which, is at face-off at center ice, and he's won the draw. So we are underway here in Boulder. Ferguson, long pass out to McConaughey. As that Marce Kevachus gets rid of that into the corner. Kinney looking for help. Puck is wrapped around into the corner. Marce Kevachus out to McConaughey. Testa out in front. Marce Kevachus into the corner. Here's McConaughey trying to play this one out, and the Bears play this one back into the corner. And it'll be an icing against Colorado. And CU's bench not too pleased with that.
You're talking about a fast start last night. You figure, what was it, 3 goals in that one period, and really want to see how both teams can come out, try and replicate that first period. It was just a shootout.
And here comes Cam Piggott's line onto the ice for the Buffs. McConaughey didn't accomplish his line didn't accomplish what they came out there for, but that pass is chipped into the corner here for Piggott. Picks it up at the half wall, sends it out, and turned over to Missouri State. He gets a chance here. Bit of a check there by Logan Berge on Cody Weber. It's back out here to Matty Hull. Swing back over. Weber's got a chance, loses a stick, and we'll have a penalty coming here. It's going to be on Matty Hull. So first power play of the night will be for Missouri State. So far, only one shot on net tonight for Colorado. One shot on net for both of these teams as well. Gwen has not seen any actions, but I'm sure he will. Coming up here on the power play, just over a minute in, rather. Face-off controlled by the Buffaloes, the Bears in their own zone, back into the corner. Puck is loose. Shot from deep goes wide of Liam O'Gwen. Bears still have it. Massey fighting for that one. Here's a shot saved by Liam O'Gwen. And Tommy Raymer, known for firing from deep, as we've seen this weekend.
Iceberg is really quick off the face-off right now, and of course that was really what helped him last night, but just couldn't get too many past O'Gwen and had to look at that loss because of it.
Duke McCarty waved off that face-off. Marcin Kevicius is a bit of a trip up there on Terrence Josephson as Jones comes out to play this one. Buffs not getting their way so far. As Will Baczynski skates back up ice into the corner. He's got room. Back out here. In front. Puck is lost. Number 10. Number 25 rather. Turned back over to Ferguson. Marcin Kevicius skating up the right side. He's got help from Ferguson. Takes his shot. Score! Fabulous Marcin Kevicius. Short-handed. Gives the Buffs a 1-0 lead. Just over 2 minutes go into the first period. Holy cow, what a shot. Sneaks that one right over the right shoulder of Ross Jones.
Most dangerous man on island on this team. Doesn't matter if he had someone with him. He knew he was taking that shot, and Apple's Marcin Kevicius, what better player to have on that 1-0 and buries it there.
Just buries that one right by. So Jones seeing his first goal of the weekend. When you see Rapp coming at you, like we always say, you don't want to do it. Watch out, Bulger's got wheels. He chips that one into the corner, rather. Bulger again, he's trying to get this wrap around. Cagle. Shot from deep goes wide of Liam O'Gwen into the boards. Off teaser. Plays this one around. Puck is still loose. Bears maintain possession. As here comes number 18, Matthew McGovern. There's a one-timer by Bulger as the power play comes to an end and CU returns to full strength. Here's Hofteaser skating up the left side. Checked into the half wall, back into the corner. And there's a fight for the puck along the boards. Missouri State comes away with it. It's bounced off the boards. Picked up by Kinney. Kinney cross-ice pass intended for Dickinson, intercepted by Missouri State. Bounced off the boards. Carney, who was ejected last night for a misconduct penalty, is back on the ice tonight. Dickinson, right in the traffic. Blevins. In front here. Here comes Sam Frederick, the defenseman. He just chipped that one into the corner for pass intended for Gavin Henderson. Here's Dickinson, bounces it off of Blevins, loses the puck, and it's back into the corner. Wrapped around, picked up by Frederick. Blevins. Mosaleko trying to get his stick on that. Picked up by Logan Bergie. Watch out. Henderson's got wheels. He's going to get rid of that one into the corner. O'Gwen retreating to his neck, or his net rapidly. Mosaleko. He's down here at the half wall. Blevins is back for Logan Bergie. Bergie trying to get a shot on net, and it's broken up. That is batted high, and we'll get an icing call here against Missouri State.
Yeah, going back, partner, Carney was called last night for spearing. So I didn't see it, but that's why he got that ejection. And that 5-minute major, which turned out to be the only power play goal of last night, but a crucial goal to say the least for that Missouri State team. But they otherwise didn't score on any power plays, but that could have been a disastrous turn of events.
Yeah, it's nice to see him back. Hopefully he keeps his wits about him tonight. Obviously, we love the physicality, but it was just a little too hot last night. And Ferguson able to keep this one in at the blue line, and it's finally cleared out by Missouri State. And another icing here, so it'll come back at the 15-minute mark.
Just want to see our camera operator, Tyler Phillips, still following that puck. I think he's doing it beautifully right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job by Tyler, man. He's been absolutely amazing on these close-up shots, and we're very lucky to have him. Been told he might not be with us for much longer on our crew here doing hockey, but regardless, we are very happy he chooses to come out and help us out here.
Yeah, on the cycling team, and that season's starting up soon.
That's his main event. Kate passes off the leg of a defender. Larson-Kevichus retreating back. Great stick handling. He's got wheels. He goes up the right side. He's got help from Elliot Testa. He's going to try to get this wraparound. He's checked out back around. Testa trying to get his stick on it. Kept into the zone by Carney. McConaughey picks it up in the neutral zone. Escate cross ice to McConaughey. Looking for help. There's Larson-Kevichus, that is DiDomizio. Takes a check there. Yeah, I would not be rushing in to pick a fight with Roman DiDomizio, man. I mean, that man is huge. And here comes Brian Wood. Stop. Saved by O'Gwen. Oh, did it go in? They scored. And O'Gwen lost sight of the puck, and that allows Missouri State to get on the board here. So that just snuck right past him. That shot courtesy of Brian Wood, who gets his own rebound.
And Brian Wood, it's got to feel good for him. He was drawing the Buffaloes all night last night, and always got to feel good when you have that payoff. But O'Gwen's kind of a bit early there and committed to that shot, and then, of course, Missouri State got that rebound in their favor. How many players aren't going to bury that one?
Yeah, the Buffs, they need to come out hot right now. I mean, it's a goal. You hate to see it. But, Bears come away with this draw. He's picked up by Derek Cagle. Pass into the corner. We'll get an icing here. Icings are where the Bears are struggling so far this evening.
I must say, we are missing a really good Four Nations game right now. USA-Canada going on right now. I'm seeing texts like catching me up on it, but I'm sure that's an amazing game going on right now.
Oh my goodness. I hate to not be seeing it right now, but there's a shot there. And stopped by Jones. But yeah, how about that Sweden and Finland game earlier today? That was just a battle to the teeth, forced overtime, and then, Finland walked away with a last-minute victory, which no one saw coming, and they're still in this tournament. Back in the traffic. DiDomizio is all over that one as it's going to be saved by Jones.
And Missouri State right now, not trying to get any long breakup passes or risk anything. They're just trying to get their chances when they can, and no need to be aggressive. You're already tied 1-1. Just wait for your chance and take it.
Buffs are getting a chance here in the offensive zone, but Missouri State will clear it immediately. It's picked up by Kinney. Retreats back with Ferguson. Jack Ferguson getting a little cheer here from in the stands. sparse crowd here tonight as Dougie Wood skates up ice, save by Jones. DiDomizio back out here for Caden Islanic. Pass past to Kinney. DiDomizio looking for help. He's going to fire this one deep into the corner as he will go to the bench. Duke McCarty scored 2 goals last night for his Missouri State team. Yeah, he and his brother Joey, each had a goal last night. Let's see if they can get themselves on the board here this evening. This pass broke it up. Out here in front, and a great stop by O'Gwen. Oh my goodness, there was another goal. Yeah, great stick handling. That's the second, or Colby Weber. He had a chance earlier this evening. And that's a 2-1 lead for the Ice Bears. Stuck that one right past the pad of O'Gwen. I will say though, the Ice Bears do look alive tonight as compared to last night. A check there on Luke Massey. Dickinson takes a hit along the boards. Puck is loose in front, right, skated into traffic. Here's Luke Massey. Bounces this one off the boards, looking for help. Jones out of his net. Played around. Jones out it in front, or excuse me, behind his net, and no one there to set up a shot on the net. We have Frederick, who's checked along the boards with Massey. Ferguson. He's going to play this one out into the neutral zone. He's got help from Blevins. Takes a check there. And here comes Gavin Henderson. Plays it out in front. Another shot. Great stop by Liam O'Gwen. That was off Nick Summers.
Yeah, O'Gwen's got a lot in the tank still, but you know, playing those back-to-back games, he's not as fast going post to post and things like that. And you saw that second goal. You know, sometimes you're just still recovering from that first game, and then you already have 9 shots now in the first 9 minutes of this game. You got to do more for your goalie to make him work less here.
That shot goes wide. Looked like it went in for a second, but it was behind the net of O'Gwen. As Rosaleko was his pass there. And huge check there on Logan Bergie into the bench. Another big check on Cam Piggott. Physicality is the name of the game this weekend. Islanic. Is this one back out? Watch out, Rosaleko takes a shot right into the pads of Jones. He's just going to hold on to that one and stop play. So 3 hits for Colorado, 5 for Missouri State. So like we said, it's been very physical here this weekend. Let's hope it doesn't lead to too many penalties. Marcinkiewicz, who's back out on the ice, enters the face-off circle. And he's going to be up against Mason Kaspik. Kaspik comes away with that one for his Bears team. Wrapped around, picked up at the half wall. McConaughey keeps it in. Marcinkiewicz on the opposite side of the rink, able to pick it up. Let's see if Rapp can get these guys back on the board. McConaughey behind the net. Marcinkiewicz looking for help here, and we're going to get a stoppage here. Bit of a sparse crowd here in the rec this evening. Our women's game had a really decent crowd as it traveled up from Denver, but we're going to be 4-on-4 as Elliot Testa heads to the box for Colorado and Jared Bratton for the Bears. So
Hey, guess what I remembered to do? I made the 4-on-4 graphic.
Yay.
I just don't know where the timer is.
It's all good. At least we had that last night. We had to rely on 2 power plays last night. Here's McConaughey skating up ice, takes a shot, goes high over the net of Jones. And here's slashing penalties here. He goes in 4-on-4, and that shot went off the post, and there's a shot that goes wide of Liam O'Gwen. Kept in the zone by the Bears. That's broken up by Jake Carney. Picked up by Hofteaser. Jesse Kate is going to go to the bench. Carney, cross ice to Hofteaser. For help, here's Ferguson. Play is broken up by Duke Carney. Here's Frederick. He's back there for Carney, who skates up the middle, trying to get into the slot. There's a shot on O'Gwen, and he was out of the net. Dougie Wood is there to receive that puck and prevent any more damage. As this goes back into the corner, here's Hofteaser. This is the puck in the corner, takes a little bit of a check there, along with Kinney. And there's a chance here for Baginski to respond. That shot right off the shoulder of O'Gwen. And a huge hit there on Pearson, right in front of his bench. It's awesome that we have that hit counter now, so we can bring these stats to you guys in real time, watching at home. Ferguson, I got to Wood in the neutral zone. Pearson trying to get a stick on it. Pearson chasing this one down out in front here. There's a breakaway pass. Great save by O'Gwen. Another shot goes wide. By Ferguson, who takes a check in the corner. Back out here. Shot saved by O'Gwen. And the 4-on-4 rather, has expired. We've got their skaters coming out on the ice. Save O'Gwen again. O'Gwen's taking a lot of shots here in this one play. Crowd wants more physicality. I mean, they've gotten a bunch this evening. There's another shot wide of the net. Slams into the boards and picked up at the half wall and cleared out by Colorado. There will likely be no icing called here as it's prevented by Brian Wood, who skates up ice. He's going to fire that one deep off the pad of O'Gwen. I got into the corner. Here's Lanik. We got to Hull, Pearson, or Dickinson. Hull chases this one down, as does this Lanik. Into the corner, leaves it back for Hull. Hull skating up ice. Looking for help. Long pass out to Massey. This is broken up. Out here, Missouri State with another shot goes wide. Way wide into the corner. Blevins. There's this one. Puck is loose at the blue line. Lots of time in the offensive zone for Missouri State. They're changing up their game here on this cold Saturday night. Here's Lanik. Kept in the zone. Here's Massey. Looking for help. Here's Dickinson. Dickinson out to Lanik. Lanik keeps it, plays it back into the offensive zone, and the Bears will clear it almost immediately as his line is gassed. Luke Massey chasing down this one here. Watch out, Bacardi's got wheels going up the right side. He's going to try to get the wraparound. Out in front, stopped right in traffic by O'Gwen. And a play here, and a bit of a slash there by Blake Blevins.
Yeah, Blevins was in a lot of those. Him and Massey on that line. Sorry, right there, a lot of those scuffles, but I felt Liam O'Gwen stopping that one-timer, just going post to post really quick. Like I said, it's I always want it to be an easy day, but he still does what he can for his team. And now Luxon's not a word. Looking at 14 shots on net, and we're only at the 13-minute mark of the first.
The Bears have doubled the shots over Colorado this evening. There's another one right there, saved by O'Gwen. Massey wants the puck. Another shot, but it looks like a high stick there. No penalty against Bacardi. Crowd wanted a call. Back into the corner, 6.5 to go as Rosalenko's slow to get up, passing the traffic, and they're picked up by Piggott. Piggott's got wheels out in front, takes a shot, goes high over the net of Jones into the glass. As it's in the neutral zone here, here's Ferguson. There's some back for Piggott. Piggott staring down Sam Frederick. And Testa lost his stick. That went flying. Ferguson takes a huge check there right in front of the linesman. Look at in front here. It's a big check. It's Pearson, or excuse me, Bergie takes this one. Bears get a chance to respond. There's another shot off the, Glenn plays it with the stick into the corner. And another check on Mason Kaspick. Picking up this one in the corner. Behind for Kaspick. And Kinney wants that one. There's a shot right in the traffic, goes high over O'Gwen. There's Ferguson trying to clear the zone. And it's kept in by Raymer. Out in front here is Testa. He's got a chance as his line is in the midst of a change. Out in front here, great stick handling, takes a shot saved by Jones. That puck's gonna go back into the corner and we're gonna get an icing call here against Missouri State. And their bench does not like that call. Just inside 5 minutes to go here in the first.
The Buffs right now haven't had the majority ice time, and they definitely don't have that many shots on goal compared to the Bears, or the Ice Bears, excuse me. But they really do make a lot of quality looks when they do get it. So right there, Testa, just a great backhand on net, and even better save right there from Ross Jones.
Marcin Kevichus back into the circle, trying to give his Buffs the lead. Conversing with Matty Hull briefly. Missouri State coaching staff convening with the officials.
Yeah, looking for an explanation for that. The Ice Bears definitely thought they beat out that ice in, but I think so too. But you gotta wonder if it's that deep where you gotta, convene with the refs about it for this long.
Crowd impatient here, waiting for the face-off, and we'll finally get it with Marcin Kevichus. Picked up by McConaughey. Out to Niezlanik, can't connect. Niezlanik takes a hit right in front of his bench as that puck goes back behind, and Jones out to play it. Crowd is on their feet, despite the sparse crowd here tonight, braving the weather. Marcin Kevichus, I got to Testa. Matty Hull trying to play this one. Watch out. Here comes Bulger. Takes a shot, goes high over O'Gwen, and that hits the netting, and play stops. Just inside 4.5 to go in the first.
I would say it's the third time that net has come off. Specifically O'Gwen's. I wasn't looking at the left.
Yeah, O'Gwen's net seems to, it comes off a lot here in this rink. That is a shot that goes, pass goes high, Hofteaser, picked up by Wood. He skates into the corner. Hofteaser wants a piece of this. Hofteaser and Wood fighting for this one, out to Katay. Pass intended for Carney, can't connect. Here's Kinney, or Katay rather. See Katay, pass out to Jake Carney as Missouri State gets a much needed line change. Carney out to Wood. That just goes deep into the corner. This is not able to connect. Wood. Back out in front. Ferguson. DiDomizio. And he's back out here. Hofteaser chasing down this one. Here's Frederick. He's just going to fire this one deep, wide of O'Gwen. And there's no one there to receive that puck. And a bit of a check there along the boards. Big check on Dougie Wood right at the half wall. Another check there by Kinney on Nick Summers. Watch out, Kinney's got wheels looking for help. Pass out to Brody Pearson. Can't connect with it. It's going to be smothered by Jones. Inside 3 to go. Thank you all for tuning in, folks. I'm Kieran Warger on play-by-play. Nick Evans, our producer and color commentator, joins us. And we got Tyler Phillips doing our close-ups right here. Look at that. That is a beautiful shot.
We should have a thing for Tyler, like on the right. In his, I don't know if he would like let us take his picture and put it up there, but I like that stupid little bug that we had.
Yeah. It's a great score bug, or a great bug rather. Great idea. And penalty coming here. Excuse me, no offsides is called. Big check there in the corner.
Oh.
Here comes the physicality as McCarty skates back into the zone, and Summers' pass is broken up. Excuse me, that was Wood, rather. Look in front. And Dickinson, he's got a chance here, looking for help from Brody Pearson. That's off the pad of Jones. Back into the corner here. Bratton out into the corner. That shot goes high up into the netting and out of play.
Yeah, good stick awareness there from that defense. They really got caught in a bad line change. You saw right there, that could have been a 2-0. Thankfully, the Buffs had that stick work there, but that could have been a lethal breakaway.
Nonetheless, we are ready to go here. It's Cam Piggott in the face-off circle. Picked up here, Rosalenko takes a check along the glass. Kate chasing this puck down into the corner. Picked up by, Massey, Kate rather, out to Jake Carney. Here's Kate. He's got a chance here, looking for help, and that's going to be offsides.
We keep talking about that zone entry. You got a really eager team here. The Buffs haven't had sustained ice time, and of course they want to start it here, but they just can't cross that blue line in syncrasy. Or whatever the word is. I don't know the word for it.
There's a nice close-up.
Yeah.
Of Cam Piggott in the circle. Buffs can control the puck in the offensive zone. Rosalenko shot into traffic and turned over. Watch out, Bulger's got wheels going up the right side, doing what he does best off the leg of Kate. Kept into the zone, saved by O'Gwen. He's going to smother this one.
Yeah, how about Liam O'Gwen? 17 shots he's had to face. We're only 19 minutes through this game. Of course, led in those two, but otherwise he's looked great. It's up to his team in front of him to just help him out in defense and then get the equalizing goal on offense.
The Buffs are definitely waking up here and helping O'Gwen from getting peppered. Comes out here, Marcinkiewicz, who's trying to play this one out. McConaughey's line. There's a shot save, O'Gwen. Marcinkiewicz across to Kinney. Maintains control, turned over, and it's offsides.
Yeah, I think the roof would have come off if they didn't call that. You saw that crowd getting loud. They would not have let that stand.
Oh, no. Crowd's pretty civil compared to last night, I must say. Ferguson picks up this one. Dangerous situation there is Matthew McGowan right in front. Here's Marcinkiewicz. Back out here is McConaughey. 35 seconds to go here in the first period. Buffs still down a goal. Shot into traffic. It's going to be smothered by Jones. And some extracurricular activity taking place. There's McConaughey defending his team.
Yeah, McConaughey doesn't really, get involved in those extracurriculars when he doesn't have to. But when he does, there's definitely a reason behind it. So probably sticking up for his teammate or whatever the case is. Always something that you need out of your captain is just to be in there, even if it's 1 versus 3 in that crease.
But you're inside 30 seconds to go. Bears have one last chance here to make this lead a 2-goal lead. Islanic after out to Hofteaser. DiDomizio trying to get his stick on it. Out in front, save O'Gwen! Hofteaser protecting his goaltender from Thomas Levine. DiDomizio in the face-off circle against Duke Bacardi, the big man for the Bears. That shot into traffic is broken up. Hofteaser picks up this one. Long pass out to Nislanik. DiDomizio is going to chase that one down. He's going to take a check as the period expires. Buffs are down by 1 goal. It's 1-2 in favor of Missouri State going into the first intermission here. Tons of physicality, and Liam O'Gwen wasn't peppered quite as much in the final 5 minutes of that period, but we'd love to see the physicality continue here as Buffs try to get back on the board and defend their number 2 spot in the WCHL.
Yeah, well, that first period, like we said, very, especially yesterday too, very hot. You got both teams coming out high flying, a lot of goals, a lot of shots on net. Same thing here, but clearly Missouri State just had that edge. And Colorado just had a couple chances on offense. And then, of course, they had that 1 goal. But more importantly, they keep letting Missouri State get those comfortable looks. I mean, you had a couple shots from the circles right in front of the keeper. There was no stick work being done or anything like that. So right now it's on Missouri State just not putting those past. And if you're the Buffs, you just got to stop the Ice Bears from getting those open looks.
Yep, it's not exact. You just gotta communicate with your teammates. I mean, you can't just be shooting it into thin air, especially when you've got a defenseman in your area and well within your vicinity. So Buffs just have to answer. Hopefully, Coach Jablin is talking to his boys in the locker room and keeping that energy going. That energy at the beginning of the first period last night is what we need right now if you're the Buffs team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for us for this first period, and we've got our first intermission coming up. Enjoy scenes from this week's Go Buffs Sports Live show. I will be anchoring alongside Colby Wyatt. And Nick Evans, if you didn't know, he produces those shows as well. And Zachary Giesenslag does our technical directing. So it was a great show, and we got a lot coming up for you, talking about all things Colorado sports here on the first intermission here on SBS. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in about 15 minutes.
Happy Valentine's Day, Buff fans. Welcome to this week's Go Buffs Live Sports show. I'm Colby Wyatt.
And I'm Kieran Warger. We're the perfect pair for this holidays episode, and we've been finishing each other's
sentences. We have a lot to go over.
So, let's get started.
Buffs women's hoops traveled to Iowa State to start the week with leading scorer Frida Foreman being out for the 3rd consecutive game. The Cyclones were a tall task for Colorado. Cyclones got off to a hot start with a 29-9 lead at the end of the first. The Buffs were not able to recover, trailing by double digits for the rest of the game. Iowa State center Audie Crooks dominated, scoring 33 points. Ultimately, the Buffs lost 86-55.
In their second game of the road trip, the Buffs went to Salt Lake City to take on the Utes. Plagued by injuries once again, Colorado fell behind early with a dominant 17-0 run by Utah. With another double-digit deficit after the first quarter, the Buffs were forced to play catch-up for the rest of the game. The Buffs managed to cut their 20-point deficit to 4, but Utah responded with a 7-0 run at the end of the first half and never looked back. Tabitha Benson led Colorado with a career high of 15 points, while Leor Garzón added 13. The Buffs ended their road trip with 2 losses, falling to Utah 77-60.
The Buffs look to bounce back from their road trip tomorrow against Houston. The Cougars are among the worst in the Big 12 with only 1 conference win. Colorado has been dominant at home in Big 12 play with an undefeated record through 6 games. Houston comes into the matchup having lost 7 straight. This could be a great opportunity for the Colorado team to get back on track.
The Big 12 action doesn't stop there, as the final game to watch next week is one of the biggest games remaining on the Buffs' schedule, as they look to score another top 25 upset to continue their winning ways at home against a red-hot Baylor Bears team. The Bears currently sit ranked number 25 in the country as they head into next week, riding the momentum over a huge 85-75 win over previously ranked number 18 West Virginia. Depending on the results of Baylor's next game against Texas Tech, our Buffs could potentially be hosting a Baylor team ranked in the top 20. The Buffs' defense will be the X factor in this matchup, as they will have to find a way to slow down Baylor's fast-paced offense. Baylor also has 5 players averaging 10-plus points per game on the season, so limiting their scorers will be a key factor for the Buffs to come out with a W. Don't miss tip-off next Wednesday at 7 p.m. on ESPN+.
The men's team, on the other hand, fell to the Houston Cougars last Saturday. Here to recap the game is our very own Max Friedel.
Hello everybody, my name is Max Friedel and I'm here at the CU Event Center shortly after the number 5 Houston Cougars came into Boulder and beat the Colorado Buffaloes 69-59. The Buffs now stand 0-12 in conference play, 9-14 on the regular season. Some stars for this game were Julian Hammond. He shot 7 for 13 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. Kelvin Sampson, Houston's head coach, quoted, "Julian Hammond's 5 shots, howitzers, big time shots. Houston's Juwan Roberts was very efficient today, 9 for 11 from the field. He had 20 points. But Colorado's keys to this game were their ball security and rebounding, 2 things that didn't really go their way this game. They let up 15 offensive rebounds to Houston. Houston, obviously, a good rebounding team throughout the season. But Colorado has been improving with their turnovers. They only had 6 first-half turnovers, finishing the game with 12 total. However, CU did shoot slightly worse than Houston, 41% to 48%. And Tad Boyle mentioned that the key to today's game was the points in the paint. Houston outscored Colorado 42-20 in points in the paint. However, the CU Event Center atmosphere was as loud as it's been, maybe one of the most packed games that we've seen this season. Almost 7,500 fans showed up. Also, second half, Houston did miss 2 free throws in a row. So if you do have a ticket to this game or a credentialed pass, make sure to go pick up your free Shake Shack tomorrow. CU will take on Kansas next Tuesday on February 11th. But yeah, that's all from the CU Event Center. My name is Max Friedel, reporting for Scobo Sports. Remember, you heard it here first.
In even more surprising fashion, men's hoops lost again to the 17th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks on Tuesday. Colorado held on early, but quickly gave up the lead, ending the first half down 14 points. The closest the Buffs would get to a 6-point deficit early in the second, but Kansas extended their lead back to double digits. The Jayhawks would ultimately get the dub 71-59.
The Buffs will look to claim their first conference win on Saturday when they play UCF. The Buffaloes met the Black Knights earlier in the season, where UCF took a late lead to win by a point. UCF enters the bout tomorrow with one of the league's elite scorers. UCF's Keyshawn Hall averages 19 points per game on 45% shooting. Colorado will look to combat Hall's performance by limiting turnovers and winning the rebound battle. Make sure you are in the CU Event Center tomorrow. Tip-off is scheduled for 1 p.m.
Before that game against UCF, the team will be hosting Buffs alum Derek White on the Wall of Honor. The star NBA player is one of the most prolific athletes of Colorado alumni, having won an NBA Finals and Olympic gold medal last summer. White is a proud local alum, being recruited out of Legend High School in Parker to the UCCS Mountain Lions. For his final collegiate year, he transferred to the fellow CU system school, CU Boulder, in 2016. In his one season as a Buffalo, he made the 2016 Pac-12 All-First Team, All-Pac-12 Tournament Team, and Pac-12 All-Defense Team. Head coach Tad Boyle said the Wall of Honor is long overdue and serves as a testament to the success of men's basketball players as they leave the University of Colorado.
Following Derek White's Wall of Honor, men's hoops travels to Iowa State on Tuesday. This will likely be another long game for the Buffs, as the Cyclones are the 10th ranked team in the country and are competing for a Big 12 title. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, streamed live on ESPN+.
And now it's time for this week's trivia question. With the Buffalo's disappointing season coming to a close, our question for you is, when was the last time the Buffs men's basketball team finished a season below 500? Stay tuned for the reveal later in the show.
Who wants to do basketball? Who wants to do football? Who wants to do soccer? Who wants to do volleyball? That's so sick. Did Christian just say videography? Anyone want to do that?
Currently ranked 20th in the nation via the media polls. They're the only team from the Big 12 nationally ranked as they look to dominate the conference in its inaugural women's lacrosse season.
After a tough fight, women's lacrosse fell to number 15 Stanford on Thursday. The Buffs opened the season ranked 21st themselves, but could not outlast the Cardinal. The final score was 10-15 out in Stanford, California, and the Buffs started out firing before the flame went out in a second half. As attackers Madeline Pisani and Tegan Ryan each recorded a hat trick for the Black and Gold. It was a disappointing loss, but certainly one to build on.
Staying in California, the Buffs look to capture their first win facing off against the USC Trojans. They will meet a former Pac-12 foe. The teams tip off at 2 p.m. Sunday at California Memorial Stadium. In their previous meeting a year ago, the Buffs defeated the Trojans 12-9. Defending home turf, it will be crucial for the Buffs to score early and often. A win could help jumpstart the season.
Over the weekend, the Colorado Alpine team absolutely dominated at the Utah Invitational. On Sunday, Lewison Acambre and Etienne Mazilier both won their Grand Slalom races. On Monday, for the men's side, Philip Walquist made history, becoming the first Buff to win 8 career slalom races. He extended his win streak to 6, remaining undefeated in his slalom this season. On the women's side, Katie Flickenstein finished with a career-best 8th place finish. Colorado held on to second place with 569 points, just behind Utah. The Nordic team also had an impressive weekend at the Denver Invitational in Midturn, Colorado. Johannes Flatten led the men's team with a second-place finish in the 10K. The women's team took 2 of 3 spots on the podium, with Tilda Bangman in second, followed by Astrid Lund in third. The team maintained a strong game heading into the season's final stretch.
With the regular season coming to a close, the Alpine Buffs will compete at the RMISA Championships in Alaska next week. We expect a strong competition as the team continues to show their dominance. The Nordic team will head to Alaska this week, competing in the UAF Invitational before preparing for the RMISA Championships in Anchorage next week.
The tennis team gets the week off after sweeping the New Mexico Lobos last Saturday. The team stands at 5-1, a great start to the spring season. After this bye week, they travel to Las Vegas for a busy 2 days, taking on UNLV the 21st before Penn State on the 22nd.
The track and field team are spread out across America for the weekend. With only a couple opportunities left, athletes are trying to make the push to be top 16 in their event to qualify for nationals. The distance team goes back to Boston University, where they saw great success just a couple weeks ago. The sprinters traveled to Texas Tech to feel out the location of the Big 12 Championship. And finally, the multi-event team and throwers stay here in Colorado, traveling to UCCS for the weekend.
The women's golfers finished 6th at the San Diego Classic earlier this week. The team was led by senior Maria Haro, who finished the tournament 2 strokes over par and tied at 13th place on the individual leaderboard. Despite shooting 16 over par as a team, the Buffs were only 5 strokes out from 3rd place. Read more about the team's performance on our website.
The men's golf team is gearing up to start their spring season. The Buffs' first tournament is in California at the Prestige at PGA West. The 3-day event will start on Monday and conclude with the final round on Wednesday. The squad is ranked at 36th in the nation, with 1 win and 5 top 3 finishes so far this season. Colorado has 6 tournaments to prepare for the Big 12 Championship in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
To no one's surprise, the Colorado men's Division II hockey team is continuing their postseason run. After a heartbreaking 3-1 loss to Denver last weekend, the Buffs sit at number 6 in the ACHA Division II West Regionals. The Buffs will face the highest remaining seed in the West following the conclusion of the lower-ranked games. Catch the Buffs on Friday, February 21st at the Ice Center at the Promenade in Westminster.
Continuing with hockey, the D1 Buffs traveled to Norman, Oklahoma last weekend to take on the Sooners. Night 1 was a dominant game for the Buffs with a final score of 6-3. The Sooners would respond early on night 2 with 2 goals in the first 20 minutes. The Buffs put up a great fight but fell short of a victory with a final score of 4-3. The Sooners and Buffs still sit neck and neck in the WCHL rankings at number 2 and number 3 respectively.
With 2 weeks left in the regular season, the Buffs are back in Boulder this weekend to take on the Bears of Missouri State. The Bears hold the number 8 spot in the WCHL with a 12-14-2 record on the season. Puck drop is set for 8 p.m. on Friday and 7 p.m. on Saturday. And if you can't make it to the rec, catch this weekend's action live on our YouTube channel, ScoBuff Sports.
Last weekend, the women's hockey team took a trip to Phoenix. They went head-to-head with Grand Canyon University for 2 days in a row. In the first game, CU took the Antelopes by the horns and won with a score of 6-2. But unfortunately, they couldn't keep a hold on them the next night, losing 2-0.
This is the perfect weekend to get out and support women's sports. CU has 2 home games against the University of Denver, so show up and show out. Welcome back to Boulder, ladies and gentlemen, where we are getting ready for period number 2 between the Missouri State Ice Bears and the Colorado Buffaloes. Horns about to sound, signaling the end of the first intermission here at CU Rec Center. And we are getting ready for period number 2. A lot of action here, lots of physicality. That's been the name of the game this weekend. I think it's been the name of the game this entire season. Marcin Kevichus exchanging words with Hunter Bulger as they'll retreat to their benches for their huddles. Or for the huddle. Missouri State's already ready to go. Coach Jablin talking to the official there. Not sure what's going on right now. Huddle is broken.
A little fist bump there.
Islamic is excited.
It looks.
So the officials are convening one last time at center ice. Here goes Marcin Kevichus into the face-off circle against Matthew McGowan. Bears win the draw, turn turned it over to Kinney. Marcinkevičius would stick in. He's getting up the right side. Up at the half wall, cross ice pass intended for Testa. Can't connect. And the Bears will respond. Here comes McGowan. Back into the corner. A big check there on Jack Ferguson. Crowd wanted a call. They're not going to get one. Here's Testa. Back into the corner. Kinney. Marcinkevičius with a shot. Jones not even sure where that one went. There's a shot. Goes wide of Jones. Into the corner. Ferguson plays it into traffic. Marcinkevičius. Back out in front here is Kinney. He's chased down by Testa. Big check there. Saved by O'Gwen. Comes back out into the corner for Nislanik. Ferguson wraps this one around for Bergy. Pass is broken up. Piggott skating up ice. Going into the corner. Mosalenko takes a check there. Here's Bergy into the corner. Piggott is going to play this one out. It's going to be wrapped around. Round into the corner. Piggott. Plays this one back into the corner. Looking for help here. Minutes to go in period number 2 as the Bears make a quick change and they'll wait for some help. Here's Hull, try to get his stick on it, and Jinsky is this one back. Hofteaser chasing after that one. It's played into the corner for Nislanik, and DiDomizio turns it back over. Pass intended for Hofteaser. It's picked up by Bacardi. There's a shot off the pad of O'Gwen. Another shot there, score! Bears widen the gap to 2 goals. Here in the second, early here in the second period, not 2.5 minutes gone by.
Yeah, really rare to see the Buffs just not be able to cover that screen right there. You saw O'Gwen's eyes were just blocked completely, and of course Missouri State able to capitalize from getting that deep clapper on net.
Terrence Josephson, the goal scorer, and that draw is won by Colorado. Pearson is that one back out as Massey tried to get his stick on that. Back into the corner there for Carney. Carney back into the corner, plays it back to Jessica Tay. Here's Pearson. Hit by Massey. Massey at the blue line. Clears the zone. He's going to be picked up by Bacardi. Wood. Is this one back? Pearson. Back out here. A big check there. And Pearson. That shot's going to go wide. Back out in front. There's a shot saved by Jones. Right in the traffic. Shot from Brody Pearson. And Luke Massey cannot keep it in the zone. And that's going to result in a change here for the Bears. As Kate is this one into the corner. Bears trying to widen this gap out here again. O'Gwen, he doesn't know where the puck is out in front, and there's a ton of extracurricular activity taking place here between Gavin Henderson. He's the main offender as he checks Blake Blevins. Fresh skaters on for Colorado. There's McConaughey's line. Defensive zone, they have to get control of the puck and clear it quick. Colorado wins it. And here comes Testa out to McConaughey. McConaughey's got wheels trying to get up into the slot. Right into traffic, shock saved by Jones. Forced into the corner. McConaughey trying to play this one out. That's going to be stopped by Jones.
Buffs are doing everything right on defense, trying to get those rebounds. They just haven't been getting those lucky rebounds with that puck. where they're able to settle and get it on target. But if they can get that to just, get that puck luck and go their way, they're going to bury that one.
McConaughey plays this one out. The zone is cleared by the Bears. O'Gwen, long pass to McConaughey, can't connect. And it's picked up by Joey Bacardi. Finally seeing some action tonight. Marcinkevich's chasing this one into the corner. And he's loses his footing. Ferguson, great play there to keep it out of the zone. Ferguson's going to fire this one deep, and he's going to go to the bench. Back to Islanik. Islanik has this one back. 15 minutes to go. Bergy skating up the right side, looking for help. There's a shot right into the glove of Jones. Here comes the face-off. Cam Piggott's line comes back out. A sloppy face-off there. No clear winner, but taken away by the Bears. That's bounced off the glass. Islanik plays this one back to Rosalenko. Back into the corner. And Jones played that one out to his, out to Frederick, rather. There's Hull, plays that one. Islanik out to Bergy. Bergy cross ice to Rosalenko right into the pads of Jones, and he's going to smother that one. Fresh buff skaters out here. 24 shots in favor of, out in front here, stopped by Jones. In favor of Missouri State, that was a 14 for the Buffs.
Whoa.
Seen a whole lot of action. Another check there as Off-Teaser getting into a bit of a scrum here. Fun.
Yeah, you got all the enforcers out here. You got Wood, Carney. You saw it there, Hoff-Teaser. This is not the line you want to mess around with. They're physical, and they will defend themselves in front of that crease.
Can't help but laugh out of nervousness up here in the broadcast booth when this line's on the ice. Tension rising. Carney is going to retreat. And that pass is left back for Dougie Wood. That long pass into the corner. Carney's going to pick this one up. He's going to take a huge check and a penalty coming here against Blake Harper. Off-Teaser's going to go to the box as well.
I believe Hoff-Teaser's was after the whistle. You saw right there, Missouri State's going to get called, I think, for boarding. You saw he was already going into those boards. And then that player just kind of pushed him in there. Like I said, that was Blake Harper. We'll talk about it regardless.
Captain's convening with the officials, making sure they know what's going on here. Here's the Buffs bench. And here comes the face-off here with Marcinkevichus, looks like, on the ice. There's a shot from deep, a shot from the point, rather, by Kate. That's going to be saved by Jones. Apparently these DJs love Kendrick Lamar.
I was just going to say that. This one album, too. They were playing a lot of songs from it.
It's a great album. And his halftime show, Heat. Y'all didn't see that at the Super Bowl last Sunday. Can't believe that was almost a week ago at this point. It's kind of crazy. time is flying by. The semester really is flying by, I will say. As they let pass out to Brian Wood, as McConaughey chasing this one down, trying to get his stick on it and wrap around. It's prevented by Brian Wood. He's going to play this one around. Wood, McConaughey in pursuit of that one. And McConaughey, he's got wheels right now. I'd be nervous if I were the Bears right now. His energy is unmatched. Marcinkiewicz retreats back with Kate. There's a long pass out there deep to Testa. And here's Carney, takes a shot into traffic, and it's deflected off the leg of a defender. Minute to go here on this 4-on-4. That pass by Wood is chipped into the corner and picked up by Kinney. Fresh set of skaters on for Missouri State. That's Testa wrapped around into the corner, picked up by Bergy. Excuse me, Missouri State rather. And here's another chance here. Bears trying to respond. Here comes Joey Bacardi skating up ice, cross ice in front there, right into traffic. Back into the corner, 12:30. Let's go here in the second period. Out in front here. Score! Another shot by Hunter Bulger. And now this is a 3-point lead for the Bears. 4-1. Buffs down by 3. Not exactly what you want to see here. It's the 4-on-4
like we said,
will continue after this for about 15
sorry,
seconds.
partner.
Like
Like we said, going into intermission, though, you know, that's exactly what was happening, was that the Buffs were just kind of letting those comfortable looks happen, and it was no different there. He had a just easy snapshot. How many players are going to miss that target?
Islanik back into the corner. Blevins chasing this one down. Blevins out in front. Stopped by Jones. That's looking for this one. Here comes Kaczynski's going to fire that one into the netting. Right into traffic. Yeah, when you go down by 3 goals, that's when you start to lose your thunder. Buffs can't let that happen tonight. You need that points.
I think they forgot to put the clean version on. Yeah, you can see the scores table realizing that too.
There's kids in this rink, guys. Come on now. Dickinson's going to play this one out of the zone, but it's gloved out of the air by Frederick. Cross ice in front there. Another chance in front of O'Quinn. There's a slapper, rather. Or clapper. I can't even talk today. We've been in this rink for a while, people, so I do apologize for
3 hours.
stuttering a bit. I got in front here. Shot saved by O'Quinn. And goes wide of the net. Islanik takes a little bit of a trip up there near the blue line. There's a shot saved by Jones. Wrapped around, here's Nislanik. Back out in front here, played back out to Kaczynski. Kaczynski's gonna look for a chance here. Cross-ice pass out in front, score! 5-1 in favor of Missouri State, as that was a beautiful pass out in front. Tripping up Liam O'Gwen. And you gotta consider at this point whether Coach Jablin will switch our goaltenders out, and it looks like we will.
Looks like that'll end his night.
Yep. Caden Boucher heading to the net.
Also, too, I mean, you got a player that just got that, has to play back-to-back within, what has it been, 16 hours since last night.
Yeah.
He had a lot of shots in that game. I think, 40? And then just this Buffs defense just not doing a lot to help out OG, and you get a gas goalkeeper that can't go post to post or respond to that puck, as quick as he wants to.
We'd love to see O'Gwen play all those games, but you just can't do it all the time. Marcinkiewicz, who's trying to get this wraparound out in front, pass intended for Testa, can't connect. And a penalty coming here. It's going to be on the Bears. Kate playing this one. There's Testa.
Got a good
That's
shot at the
this
empty
one.
net.
We've got an empty net here as Boucher looking for help here. And penalty coming here against Missouri State. So first power play in a minute here for Colorado.
Looking a long hole to dig yourself out of, but this is what you want to do. You got to do it right here. You got a brand new goalkeeper, one that you have faith in, Caden Boucher, staring at 4 goals, and perfect chance to do it right here. Get that power play goal. Still looking at a 3-goal game, but still got half of this hockey game left to play.
Didimizio wins that draw. Out of fun here for Dickinson. There's a shot by Wood, saved by Jones. It's going to be on Brian Wood. He's in the box for holding for the Bears. Out of fun here. Hofteaser shot. Score! David Hofteaser has restored hope for the Buffaloes. 2-5. Buffs are back on the board here in this second period. That's the spark that they needed. Snuck it right past Jones. And the crowd is now fired up. That's what we love to see.
Hey, you said it. What a way to galvanize this team. You got your front line out there. They can still be out there on that power play unit. Such a lethal, unit dealing with. That line wants more. They are just amped up now.
Hofteaser pass into the corner. There's a long pass out to Jared Bratton. Bratton's going to play this one back out, and Boucher comes out to play this. There's a shot. Boucher out in front. And Boucher's going to smother this one. He's all over the place. Had to come out of the crease numerous times. That was dangerous. Bears momentum not slowing down one bit. Here comes Cam Piggott, back out on the ice for Colorado. Facing off against Kaspic. That shot goes up into the net, or pass goes up into the net to get out of play. There's a face-off won by the Bears. That shot by Blake Harper, couldn't get it off. There's a shot goes high over the net of Boucher. Bergy trying to play this one out. It's gloved out of the air by Bratton. Bears trying to play this one back out to Rosalenko. This one out of the air. Here's Piggott. Piggott looking for help. He's got help from Bergy. Bergy can't connect with that little pass there. And there's Lanik. He's going to leave this one out, turned over to Kaspic. Kaspic takes a shot wide of the net. Here's Lanik looking for help. Here's Bergy. Or excuse me, Blevins rather. He takes a check and a penalty coming up here. It's going to be against Missouri State again, and it's going to be Mason Kaspic for the trip there. And an empty net. So Boucher comes out. Watch out, Luke Massey's got wheels, loses his footing. And here comes the penalty.
And the Ice Bears also wanted a penalty there. You saw Massey flying in. They won't get it. But if you're trying to protect the lead, that's exactly not what you're trying to do here for this Ice Bear team. They've been giving the Buffs everything, and now see you drawing that penalty. That is huge.
Momentum is shifting. Let's see if Boucher comes out of his net.
It's a little early.
It is a little early. Marcin Kevicius wins that face-off. Back into the corner. Marcin Kevicius chasing this one back into the opposite. Comes the corner, Marcin Kevicius. He's got wheels. He's tripped up. Loss of a stick here for Bajinski. That's fired into the corner by McCarty. That's played out here. Marcin Kevicius into the corner. Here's Marcin Kevicius out to Ferguson at the blue line. Keeps it in the zone. McConaughey looking for help cross ice. Marcin Kevicius not there to receive it. Too hot. Ferguson. That little pass there. One-timer pass, if you will. Back out to Boucher. He's going to leave this one back for Ferguson. Just a play here picked up by Marcin Kevicius. The Buffs in the midst of a line change. Ferguson. He's looking for help. Played into the boards.
Looks like the ref wants to play. He's got a stick in his hand.
Right into traffic. Oh, that shot. There's another one, goes wide. And picked up by Dickinson. In the corner here for Hofteaser. Hofteaser out in front. As Boucher comes out of the net, half a minute to go here on the power play. Let's have one last chance. We got in front here. Dickinson. Dickinson racing into the corner for this one. Wood long pass out. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and you could effectively call this power play killed. You get the stoppage of play here.
You can see looks like the refs want to play. They just have someone's stick. It's not in half either. It's a full stick.
It was Will Bajinski who lost a stick earlier on a play. And I guess they were just told not to it. And it's looking like DiDomizio is going to head to the box here. So power play coming up here for the Ice Bears. So the last thing the Buffs need is to go shorthanded, down by 3 goals still. This is 4-on-4 for about 6 seconds. Face-off controlled by the Bears. The Ice Bears are back at full strength.
Yep.
Into the corner for Massey. Carney chasing after this one. Here's McCarty. Back out to Bajinski. McCarty to Bajinski. Look out. Out in front, save by Boucher. Gotta train myself not to say, go ahead, score! That was a deep pass from right at the blue line. That's gonna be Tommy Raymer. Or excuse me, Jared Bratton rather. From way deep, sneaks it right over Boucher. Yeah, when you see those shots coming as a goaltender, you've just got to hold on for dear life. So 2-6 in favor of the Bears.
Yeah, if that doesn't take the wind out of the Buffs' sails, you don't know what will, but still plenty of hockey left, but
Marcin Kevicius comes away with that draw and turns it over quickly. Comes up here, McConaughey. Wraps this one back around, chips it into the corner. There's Testa out in front. McConaughey into the corner for Marcin Kevicius. There's a one-timer there. Shot goes wide. It nearly hit the netting. It's still in play. Marcin Kevicius in the corner. I got here out in front for Testa. Great stop there by Jones. Marcin Kevicius looking for help. And McConaughey. Out in front here. There's a shot saved by Boucher. Testa coming back out. Here's Piggott. Testa. It is loose. Atlantic is going to wrap this one around for Hole. It's going to be picked up by Raymer. Coming out into traffic. Here's McGowan. There's a shot, goes high up into the glass. Back out in front here. Here's Piggott. Racing the stick on that one. 4:15 to go here in the second period. Shot out in front here for Logan Bergy. He's looking for help off the leg of the defender. Looking on the ice there. Picked up by the Atlantic. Bergy plays that one into the corner. Bergy tracing after this one. Picked up by Raymer. It's played back. In the zone out in front, Atlantic. There's another shot saved by Boucher. Boucher's seeing a lot of action here in the second period. 3.5 to go here till the second intermission. And we're going to stop here by Ross Jones.
We were able to catch the Four Nations game during intermission. What did we actually saw the Dylan Larkin goal. I mean, the score's probably 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago, but
yeah,
it's one of my favorite captains in the league too. I just love I don't know. I love seeing this tournament going on right now.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely amazing. This is it's replacing the All-Star game, but it's the players love it. So glad to see that they can play against each other with their teammates. Here comes the Bears trying to respond, trying to get this wraparound against Boucher. Too many right into traffic. Here's Frederick. He's just gonna play this one back. In front here from Massey. Massey's gonna play this one back for Dickinson. Carney wraps it around. Dickinson out there to receive it. Massey back to Dickinson. In front here, here's Massey. Dickinson just going to play that one into the corner. Picked up by Kinney. He's going to fire that one deep into the corner, or the opposite corner of where he was at the blue line. Dickinson, and the mix is Hoff-Teaser. He's checked behind, checked down. And the puck is gloved out of the air by Ferguson. He's looking for help here. The pass out for Hoff-Teaser is broken up. Shot by Kinney, save Jones. Also wanted an interference call there against Blevins. They're not going to get one. Ferguson able to keep it in at the blue line. Great stick work by Ferguson all series, and all season long for that matter. Ferguson out in front, takes a huge hit. We're going to get a penalty here against the Bears. Another shot out in front, right into traffic, and Jones able to make that save. Score! Some extracurricular activity taking place as Roman DiDomizio puts another point on the board for the Buffs. As Jones had nowhere to go in that situation.
Yeah, that had to be a terrifying sight. He had 3 different players in 3 different angles of the crease, and you're just at the mercy of all 3 of them. But you saw that delayed penalty right there, got the extra attacker. Great setup pass, and DiDomizio, one of the 3 ghosts that just visited Ross Jones.
Marcinkevichus back in the face-off circle. Marcinkevichus out to Testa. Also has passed to McConaughey. McConaughey out to Testa. McConaughey looking for help. And Jones is going to play that one back into the corner. Hull wraps this one around for Testa. Testa out to Atlantic. Atlantic shot deep. Off the pad of Jones. McConaughey is back for Marcinkevichus into the corner. That's going to be gloved out of the air by Matty Hull. 1:20 to go here in the second. Marcinkevichus into the corner. Hull. Let's get wrap this one around Boucher. McConaughey. Here's Marcinkiewicz. Out to Hull. Boucher leads that one back as he loses his footing. 45 seconds to go here in the second period as Nislanik is going to skate up ice. He's got help from McConaughey, who's checked at the half wall. That's wrapped around there for Testa. And out of the air is Piggott. As McConaughey is gassed and will go to the bench. Nislanik, great stick handling. Able to keep the Bears from getting that one. 22 seconds to go. There's Bergy. He's going to play this one into the corner. There's Rosalenko looking for help, looking for an opportunity. There's a shot, goes wide just behind of Jones. 5 seconds out in front here. Another chance. Puck is loose. Bergy trying to get his stick on it, goes behind the net. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for the second period. What a period here. Lots of action, tons of goals scored, like 4 for the Ice Bears, and 2 for the Buffaloes. But there's still plenty of hockey left, obviously. I mean, you're down by 3 going into the third intermission. What's your message here in the locker room, Nick, if you're coaching?
I mean, never say never, you know. You got that 3-goal deficit. We've seen the Buffs blow 3-goal deficits, or not, leads rather. So, you know, you just got to think in the exact same mentality there that, you know, no lead is insurmountable. All you need is that 20 minutes. You get 3 goals each. Maybe you even have that extra attacker and send everything you can. And like we said, you're playing for a lot here with the foot race right now with those 3 teams. You got to wonder, Utah's probably going to get some points tonight. So same thing. You just got to keep at it and, you know, play your hockey. Because right now, from the last, I'd say 7 minutes, you know, the Buffs have a lot to be proud of. Had that goal on the delayed penalty, and otherwise they just got to keep at it. Same thing on Missouri State.
It's a dogfight across the league here this evening, and the Buffs trying to maintain their number 2 spot heading towards the postseason. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it from us here for this second period. And stick around. We've got the live show continuing here in the second intermission. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Skill Buff Sports. We'll see you in 15. Whether you're celebrating Valentine's Day with your significant other or hiding from the holiday altogether. To start off these matchups, the Buffs play today at 5 p.m. Mountain Time right after this show. And tomorrow, the 15th, another game will follow, but at 4 p.m. Both games will be at the CU Rec Center Ice Rink, and if you can't be there in person, we will be streaming the games right here on the Skill Buff Sports YouTube channel.
Go Buffs! Go Buffs! Thank you.
Hey Buff fans, I'm Mia Driscoll here with this week's Rapid Fire. We have a big weekend full of events coming up featuring a variety of talented teams. Starting us off today, the track team is competing at both the Hemery Valentine Meet in Boston, Massachusetts, and the Jarvis Scott Invitational in Lubbock, Texas. The Invitational will continue through Saturday with another sector of the team competing at the Mountain Lion Open in Colorado Springs on Saturday as well. If you're looking to attend a game in town, you're in luck, as both men's and women's basketball teams will play at the CU Event Center this Saturday, February 15th. The men will take on UCF at 1 p.m. to start off the Boulder game day, while the women have another Big 12 matchup against Houston, tipping off just a few hours later at 6 p.m. Finally, closing out the weekend, the ski team will compete in the Classic Sprints in Fairbanks, Alaska on Sunday. Also on Sunday, the number 21 ranked lacrosse team will have a top 25 matchup versus the number 24 USC Trojans in California. The Buffs opened their season just yesterday against the number 15 team in the country, Stanford. I'm Mia Driscoll, and that's all for Rapid Fire.
It's time to reveal this week's answer to our trivia question. As a reminder, earlier we asked you when was the last time the Buffs men's basketball team finished a season below 500. The answer is, drumroll please, during the 2015-2016 season. The Buffaloes finished their season 16-18.
It's time for today's tweet of the week. Coach Prime took to social media following Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance. He praised the show after Lamar came out in Deion's Nike Air DT Max shoes. Sanders said he was proud of the performance and that Kendrick represented well.
Well, that's about all we have for you this Valentine's Day.
We'll be lonely without you guys, but we'll feel better if you like and subscribe.
That way, you'll know when we go live next Friday. But anyways, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, yes, it has. And as always, it looks like it'll be a fun week of sports here at CU.
Have a good weekend, Buff fans. And as always,
you heard it here first.
Happy Valentine's Day, Buff fans. Welcome to this week's Go Buffs Live Sports show. I'm Colby Wyatt.
And I'm Kieran Warger. We're the perfect pair for this holidays episode, and we've been finishing each other's
sentences. We have a lot to go over.
So, let's get started.
Buffs women's hoops traveled to Iowa State to start the week with leading scorer Frida Foreman being out for the third consecutive game. The Cyclones were a tall task for Colorado. The Cyclones got off to a hot start with a 29-9 lead at the end of the first. The Buffs were not able to recover, trailing by double digits for the rest of the game. Iowa State center Audie Crooks dominated, scoring 33 points. Ultimately, the Buffs lost 86-55.
In their second game of the road trip, the Buffs went to Salt Lake City to take on the Ukes. Plagued by injuries, once again, Colorado fell behind early with a dominant 17-0 run by Utah. With another double-digit deficit after the first quarter, the Buffs were forced to play catch-up for the rest of the game. The Buffs managed to cut their 20-point deficit to 4, but Utah responded with a 7-0 run at the end of the first half and never looked back. Tabitha Benson led Colorado with a career high of 15 points, while Leor Garzón added 13. The Buffs ended their road trip with 2 losses, falling to Utah 77-60.
The Buffs look to bounce back from their road trip tomorrow against Houston. The Cougars are among the worst in the Big 12 with only 1 conference win. Colorado has been dominant at home in Big 12 play with an undefeated record through 6 games. Houston comes into the matchup having lost 7 straight. This could be a great opportunity for the Colorado team to get back on track.
The Big 12 action doesn't stop there, as the final game to watch next week is one of the biggest games remaining on the Buffs' schedule, as they look to score another top 25 upset to continue their winning ways at home against a red-hot Baylor Bears team. The Bears currently sit ranked number 25 in the country, as they head into next week, riding the momentum over a huge 85-75 win over previously ranked number 18, West Virginia. Depending on the results of Baylor's next game against Texas Tech, our Buffs could potentially be hosting a Baylor team ranked in the top 20. The Buffs' defense will be the X factor in this matchup, as they will have to find a way to slow down Baylor's fast-paced offense. Baylor also has 5 players averaging 10-plus points per game on the season, so limiting their scorers will be a key factor for the Buffs to come out with a W. Don't miss tip-off next Wednesday at 7 p.m. on ESPN+.
The men's team, on the other hand, fell to the Houston Cougars last Saturday. Here to recap the game is our very own Max Friedel.
Hello everybody, my name is Max Friedel and I'm here at the CU Event Center shortly after the number 5 Houston Cougars came into Boulder and beat the Colorado Buffaloes 69-59. The Buffs now stand 0-12 in conference play, 9-14 on the regular season. Some stars for this game were Julian Hammond. He shot 7 for 13 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. Kelvin Sampson, Houston's head coach, quoted, "Julian Hammond's 5 shots, howitzers, big time shots. Houston's Jawan Roberts was very efficient today, 9 for 11 from the field. He had 20 points. But Colorado's keys to this game were their ball security and rebounding, 2 things that didn't really go their way this game. They let up 15 offensive rebounds to Houston. Houston, obviously, a good rebounding team throughout the season. But Colorado has been improving with their turnovers. They only had 6 first-half turnovers, finishing the game with 12 total. However, CU did shoot slightly worse than Houston, 41% to 48%. And Tad Boyle mentioned that the key to today's game was the points in the paint. Houston outscored Colorado 42-20 in points in the paint. However, the CU Event Center atmosphere was as loud as it's been, maybe one of the most packed games that we've seen this season. Almost 7,500 fans showed up. Also, second half, Houston did miss 2 free throws in a row. So if you do have a ticket to this game or a credentialed pass, make sure to go pick up your free Shake Shack tomorrow. CU will take on Kansas next Tuesday on February 11th. But yeah, that's all from the CU Event Center. My name is Max Friedel, reporting for Scobo Sports. Remember, you heard it here first.
In even more surprising fashion, men's hoops lost again to the 17th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks on Tuesday. Colorado held on early, but quickly gave up the lead, ending the first half down 14 points. The closest the Buffs would get to a 6-point deficit early in the second, but Kansas extended their lead back to double digits. The Jayhawks would ultimately get the dub 71-59.
The Buffs will look to claim their first conference win on Saturday when they play UCF. The Buffaloes met the Black Knights earlier in the season, where UCF took a late lead to win by a point. UCF enters the bout tomorrow with one of the league's elite scorers. UCF's Keyshawn Hall averages 19 points per game on 45% shooting. Colorado will look to combat Hall's performance by limiting turnovers and winning the rebound battle. Make sure you are in the CU Event Center tomorrow. Tip-off is scheduled for 1 p.m.
Before that game against UCF, the team will be hosting Buffs alum Derek White on the Wall of Honor. The star NBA player is one of the most prolific athletes of Colorado alumni, having won an NBA Finals and Olympic gold medal last summer. White is a proud local alum, being recruited out of Legend High School in Parker to the UCCS Mountain Lions. For his final collegiate year, he transferred to the fellow CU system school, CU Boulder, in 2016. In his one season as a Buffalo, he made the 2016 Pac-12 All-First Team, All-Pac-12 Tournament Team, and Pac-12 All-Defense Team. Head coach Tad Boyle said the Wall of Honor is long overdue and serves as a testament to the success of men's basketball players as they leave the University of Colorado.
Following Derek White's Wall of Honor, men's hoops travels to Iowa State on Tuesday. This will likely be another long game for the Buffs, as the Cyclones are the 10th ranked team in the country and are competing for a Big 12 title. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, streamed live on ESPN+.
And now it's time for this week's trivia question. With the Buffalo's disappointing season coming to a close, our question for you is, when was the last time the Buffs men's basketball team finished a season below 500? Stay tuned for the reveal later in the show.
Who wants to do basketball? Who wants to do football? Who wants to do soccer? Who wants to do volleyball? That's so sick. Did Christian just say videography? Anyone want to do that?
Currently ranked 20th in the nation via the media polls. They're the only team from the Big 12 nationally ranked as they look to dominate the conference in its inaugural women's lacrosse season.
After a tough fight, women's lacrosse fell to number 15 Stanford on Thursday. The Buffs opened the season ranked 21st themselves, but could not outlast the Cardinal. The final score was 10-15 out in Stanford, California, and the Buffs started out firing before the flame went out in a second half. As attackers Madeline Pisani and Tegan Ryan each recorded a hat trick for the Black and Gold. It was a disappointing loss, but certainly one to build on.
Staying in California, the Buffs look to capture their first win facing off against the USC Trojans. They will meet a former Pac-12 foe. The teams tip off at 2 p.m. Sunday at California Memorial Stadium. In their previous meeting a year ago, the Buffs defeated the Trojans 12-9. Defending home turf, it will be crucial for the Buffs to score early and often. A win could help jumpstart the season.
Over the weekend, the Colorado Alpine team absolutely dominated at the Utah Invitational. On Sunday, Lewis and Acambre and Etienne Mazilier both won their Grand Slalom races. On Monday, for the men's side, Philip Walquist made history, becoming the first Buff to win 8 career slalom races. He extended his win streak to 6, remaining undefeated in his slalom this season. On the women's side, Katie Flickenstein finished with a career-best 8th place finish. Colorado held on to second place with 569 points, just behind Utah. The Nordic team also had an impressive weekend at the Denver Invitational in Midturn, Colorado. Johannes Flatten led the men's team with a second-place finish in the 10K. The women's team took 2 of 3 spots on the podium, with Tilda Bangman in second, followed by Astrid Lund in third. The team maintained a strong game heading into the season's final stretch.
With the regular season coming to a close, the Alpine Buffs will compete at the RMISA Championships in Alaska next week. We expect a strong competition as the team continues to show their dominance. The Nordic team will head to Alaska this week, competing in the UAF Invitational before preparing for the RMISA Championships in Anchorage next week.
The tennis team gets the week off after sweeping the New Mexico Lobos last Saturday. The team stands at 5-1, a great start to the spring season. After this bye week, they travel to Las Vegas for a busy 2 days, taking on UNLV the 21st before Penn State on the 22nd.
The track and field team are spread out across America for the weekend, with only a couple
Welcome back to Boulder, ladies and gentlemen, where we are getting ready for period number 3 between the Buffs and the Bears. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live show this week during intermission. It's been our absolute pleasure. I was anchoring that show alongside our very own Colby Wyatt.
And now started.
And here comes Coach Jablin, emerging from the locker room after his Buffs are down 3. I mean, Nick, you've got to make sure your squad is still here in the game. They can't lose their pack mentality.
No, they can't, and it's really easy to, if you can't get sustained zone time or anything like that, or, you can't catch a break or something like that. But you had that clean slate, you got puck drop, 20 minutes to get those 3 goals, and never say never. It's got to be that, whoa, I think that cold's getting to me. But it's just got to be that mentality heading into that. And
we are just about 20 seconds from teams taking the ice, and the officials will put the nets back into their posts. Missouri State takes to the ice first. And some jeers coming from this Buffs crowd over in the corner. And here come the Buffaloes. Boucher warming up in his net. There's O'Gwen heading to the bench, standing by just in case he needs to return. Final warm-ups from Buffaloes. Final 20 minutes of this series is about to commence.
It's hard to believe it's the last game of the weekend, too. You got nothing tomorrow.
It's going to feel good, honestly.
Yeah.
Haven't done a whole lot here, but it was a tough week. Lots of homework across the board for everyone I talked to this week. They had tons and tons of homework. I mean, it's only week 5 of the spring semester, but I mean, midterms are bound to happen sooner rather than later, but this week was rough, man. So it's nice to get out here and just cover some games, doing what I love. And Nick, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yeah, I had a lot of Italian homework, media law and ethics with Patrick or the EP. A lot of homework, and it's always nice to look forward to these games, you know, at the end of the week.
Here's face-off. Bit of a sloppy one here, but ultimately taken away by the Bears. They're going to fire that one wide of the net of Boucher. And Marcin Kevicius is going to pick this one up. He's going to wrap this one around for Matty Hull. I got Marcin Kevicius. Testa. Marcin Kevicius back out to McConaughey. That puck goes deep into the corner, and Hull picks this one up. Testa to McConaughey. He's going to play this one back. Boucher comes out to play it. He's gloved high out of the air. Bears come out to play this one. Here's DePron looking for help. Orsolenko across ice. There to Bergy. He's got help. Pass is broken up. Picked up by Nislanik near the blue line. Out in front off the pad of Jones. Back into the corner for Carney. Orsolenko out in front here for Cam Piggott with a chance of an open slot in front of Jones. Just can't capitalize. So this is the most goals that Jones has seen all season, or at least all game, I think. There's a shot off the pad of Boucher. Right in the corner is Piggott. Bears play this one in the neutral zone. Here's Duke McCarty. He's looking for some more action here this evening. See if we can get another point on the board. And here's Sam Frederick. He's going to play this one deep. Watch out. Get the corner bounced off the glass. And that pass goes across the ice to Quentin Kinney. Picked up by Dougie Wood. Or excuse me, Nislanik rather. Yeah, I need new glasses, that's for sure. Long overdue. About 2 years overdue, give or take.
Wow.
Nislanik. Back out here to Dougie Wood. Dougie Wood cross has pass. Nislanik, and fantastic save made by Jones. Puck is still loose. Jones is out of his crease. Out in front here, he returns. Turned over. Hawks are trying to get a piece of that puck. Nislanik can't glove it out of the air as he is gassed and is going to look to go to the bench. It's Jessica Tay playing this one in the neutral zone. Oh, his Buffs can make a change. DiDomizio comes off ice. That goes high up into the netting and back into the rink, and a bit of a trip up there on Brian Wood, who was looking for a call and slow to get up. And here's Blake Blevins with the face-off, and Buffs trying to come away with this one. It's wrapped around Boucher out of the net. Plays it back for Massey. This one out. Pearson off the pad of Boucher. Watch out, here comes Dickinson, skating up the left side. He's got help from Luke Massey. Cross-ice pass intended for Birdie Pearson into the corner. Pearson turns this one back over to Nick Summers. It's played there by Gavin Henderson. Starting to lose my voice here after well over 4 hours in this rink. Over women's to score. Another goal for the Bears. As they're gonna head back to their bench, and Gavin Henderson gives them a 4-point lead. Hate to see it. Beat a 7. Buffs are still down by 4. They're going to try to come back from this as Massey's line stays out on the ice. What a great shot there. Sneaks it right past Boucher. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action here tonight. Nesta out in front. Another shot. Great save by Boucher. And he's trying to desperately cover that one, and it's left out for Marcin Kevicius, who's got wheels going up the left side and tripped up in the neutral zone by Derek Cagle. This is broken up. I got there. Offside is waved off. Boucher comes out to play this one. That's wrapped around. McConaughey out here. McConaughey, Testa. McConaughey chasing this one down into the corner, looking for help. Right into traffic, picked up by Testa. Out in front for Piggott. Piggott takes a shot right into traffic, and the Ice Bears are loving it. Testa. Look out, Matty Hull takes a shot from deep, and Jones is there to stop it. Piggott chasing this one down, as is Logan Bergy. Hull bounces this one off the boards. Backed out to the blue line. And another chance here for Jack DePron out in front. Big check there into the corner on Mason Kaspick. Logan Bergy will clear the zone. I got to Piggott. Cross-ice pass intended for Rosalenko and turned over. Puck is loose in the corner. No clear possession. Logan Bergy trying to get it. Piggott out in front. There's Bergy with a shot saved by Jones. And Bergy takes a little bit of a check there from Jack DePron. Man, how many Travis Scott songs have these DJs played here tonight?
And Kendrick.
And Kendrick. I like their taste in music.
Me too.
That was Buffs are facing desperation at this point. So this is played back into the corner. Pass out. Carney trying to connect with this one as Atlantic will, and that's before he gets to the corner and cleared out of the zone again and forces the Ice Bears to retreat. Really called offsides. That's played into the corner for Carney as a fresh line of Ice Bears, and a penalty coming here against the Buffaloes. And Caden Boucher not pleased with that call.
Just a rough outing so far tonight for this Buffs team. It's not a whole lot going right for them tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just make clean plays when you can, but when you slip up, it's costing them here tonight. You hate to see it. As Bears control that face-off, there's a shot right in front of traffic, and Boucher makes a fantastic save at the 14-minute mark. Just 5 seconds gone by in this power play. Looks like Jones is skating around, trying to get his feet under him. There's Josephson gets away with this.
Whoa.
Oh, and a loss of a stick here on Josephson. He won the face-off. Back out in front here is Pajinski. There's a shot from deep, goes wide of the net, right into traffic. Massey trying to get his stick on this one and clears his zone. And Jones plays this one back for Tommy Raymer. McConaughey's got a chance here, shorthanded. Cross ice to Marseille-Kevicius. Takes a shot, saved by Jones. Great chance there. You see Raff coming at you. I mean, Jones is used to his playing style at this point, I think. And Josephson is going to just bounce this one off the glass and wrap it around along the boards. Goes from that for Jones. McConaughey will come off the ice, and the Bears will get a fresh set of skaters as well. 45 seconds to go here on this Bears power play. In front, it's going to be saved by Boucher.
That was now shot number 40 from Missouri State on the night.
There's Blevins. Gives that one to the Bears. Off teaser chasing this one as Cagle couldn't get his stick, keep a handle on it. Here's Weber. Looking for help, leaves it back for Joey Bacardi. I got to Weber. Boucher comes out of the net. He's just going to play that one out of the zone. 10 seconds to go here on the power play. Bulger plays this one deep into the zone for Weber. He's going to wrap around the corner. That's played by Boucher. The Bears rather get some fresh skaters coming back out, and Wood can't get a stick on that as Sam Frederick plays that one into the corner. Carney out to Piggott. It's going to be offsides.
I think you've officially lost your voice, partner. It's been such a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend here, so I look forward. And I've been battling a cold all week too. Wednesday hit me hard. There's a shot saved by Jones. I was battling COVID-like symptoms this past Wednesday, so I took a test. It came back negative, thankfully, but it was not a fun day. I had to sit out of my African dance class after I warmed up and then almost passed out.
Yeah.
Face-off controlled here by the Bears. Bounced off the glass. Back into the corner here. Cam Piggott trying to pick up this one. Kinney is played out of the zone and cleared out by the Bears. Boucher is going to leave this one back. The Athletic bounces that one off the boards. Watch out. Ice Bears have it in front here. There's a Henderson. There's the only goal scored so far in the third period, courtesy of Henderson. Wood chasing that one in the corner. Piggott trying to fire that one towards the net. And then Nick Summers takes a check along the boards from Jesse Kate. Moves this one back. Kate turns this one over. Racing in there, trying to clear the net is Testa. 10:20 to go in the third period. Tommy Raymer takes a check there from Luke Massey. Massey's been great on his checking here this evening. Being very physical. You could tell that the Buffs are tired. There's a shot save by Boucher.
Just a little update, partner. USA has officially beaten Canada 3-1, so they'll be heading to the championship. Whoa, championship. And what a game that was. We only caught some of it in intermissions, but I'm loving that new format.
Nations face off. It's a great thing to see. I mean, out in front here, there's a shot goes wide of the net. That was a dangerous place for Boucher to be in, and he's gonna just smother this one. But I guess Montreal is one of the first games of this Four Nations face-off, and they will be heading to the championship at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts.
So I know I'll probably be at that, my home state.
There's a shot right into traffic, right into the pads of Boucher, who just can't seem to catch a break. He's got 43 shots and 43 to 30. And that's not to say the Buffaloes haven't had their fair share of shots on net. This is more than last night by far. And the finesse is just there. They just haven't been able to sneak that. They've only been able to sneak 3 past Jones this entire weekend. Left out of the air is Hull. Dickinson. There's a cross-ice pass to Hull and can't connect. Blevins with a bit of physicality there along the boards and extracurricular activities. Hull. Pearson chasing this one down. Out in front is Dickinson. Can't connect with that one. There's a great opportunity there as it's cleared out by the Bears once again. Penalty coming up here. Blake Blevins is going to head to the box for that check. I hate to see it.
They're actually going to call a ice bear as well. You see that door's been held open. You can't see it on the bottom left. The door has not been shut in the past minute. They've just been keeping it open. Maybe they've forgotten.
That's true. All right, it looks like they're coming down to close it. Right
There we go. It's finally closed.
Close it just to open it again. As Matthew McGowan heads to the bench. So we have Terrence Josephson in the box, as well as Blake Blevins. It's another 4-on-4.
He closed it.
Like
In fact, he slammed it.
Looks like the latch may be having some trouble there.
They didn't like him slamming it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, actually getting ejected for that. You saw right there, he just slammed that door.
Mason Kaspick is heading to the box. And some technical difficulties here in the rink.
The coach is very vocal on that bench. Thank you, Tyler, for getting a shot. And they're going to call timeout. And while we're doing that, I just want to take a look at the Utah situation. Like we were talking about, 1 point underneath CU. They just won about 20 minutes ago in shootout against GCU. Back and forth game. You can see GCU kind of had the numbers there for everything. However, the most important thing to take away is that Utah just got 2 points. The 2 OT points, their system. But that is huge for Utah's thing. And of course, there's such a tight race. You're eyeing all of these games, and of course it seems like CU is not going to get any points in regulation here tonight. So these are big games to look at right now.
These are huge. I mean, you look at the shots on goal, you got 47 to 38 in favor of GCU, but Utah just able to capitalize in that shootout. It was a very close game. So, the rankings will come out in a couple days here for the ACHA. So we will see where the WCHL standings are a week from now when we cover these Rocky Mountain face-off.
Yeah, I can't wait for that series. We're hoping to go up to Fort Collins for it. We're just trying to.
It's going to be pure cinema. And here's Marcin Kevicius. He wins the draw, assisted by McConaughey. Islanik skates behind the net. He's looking for help. Marcinkiewicz. That's McConaughey. McConaughey's got wheels skating up the left side. This is Jake Carney skating to intercept that one. And no offsides called here. Islanik, McConaughey. Chasing this one down, and another chance here for Wojcicki to respond. Shot right into the pads, or excuse me, the stomach of Boucher. Puck was loose there as Boucher was on the opposite side, but the Buffs defense all over that one. So here comes Marcinkiewicz. Plays this one back out to Jake Carney. And a stop here by Jones. .805 to go here in the third period. Buffs have a 4-point deficit, or 4-goal deficit, that is. Bergy trying to get his stick on that one. It's Kinney. Is this one back? Puck goes deep into the corner, and it will be in icing here against Missouri State. Once again, Kieran Warger and Nick Evans bring you this broadcast here this evening. It's an honor to have you with us here on this chilly weekend here in Boulder in mid-February as play resumes. Dapron taking a hit there in the corner. As Kinney skates up the right side, he's got help from Rosalenko. There's a shot save by Jones. Kinney wants this one. Rosalenko out in front. Great handling there. Right into traffic as Kinney plays this one out as well. There's a shot save by Jones again of Matty Holes. Shot from the blue line.
A lot of Travis Scott today.
Lots of line changes here. Here's DiDomizio. Is this one back? And here's another chance here for the Bears to respond. There's a cross-ice pass intended for Gavin Henderson. And there's a struggle for it with Luke Massey. 4-on-4 has come to an end. Blake Blevins goes to the bench. Put on by Frederick. Henderson plays this one out. It's going to be picked up by Kate. This one back from Massey. It's kept in by Real. Real applying that pressure. Here's DiDomizio. Plays this one out to Hofteaser. After round icing here against Colorado. So it's coming back to their zone. Last thing they need right now. That shot goes deep. Puck gets loose in traffic in the neutral zone, and here comes Nick Summers. As Dougie Wood trying to capitalize here for his Buffs team and get him back in this game. It's going to be tough when you're down by 4 this late in the period. Watch out. Bears have wheels, and there's a shot by Summers saved. It goes up into the netting, rather. Just inside 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Yeah, folks, we can see our breath in here now. It's cold in here. It's probably about right at freezing. And my body's for sure starting to tense up here. Just wearing a suit on top of a dress shirt and a tank top, so not a whole lot of shielding here. But we're making it work.
I had to send you out to get food earlier too. You were freezing during that.
Dickinson. Like this will back out. Here's Blevins. Carney takes a shot right in the traffic. Looks like it went off the pads. He's taking the defender, and Matthew McGovern's going to go to the bench. He took a huge hit to the leg there. Pearson, or Dickinson rather. Here's Pearson into the corner. 5:15. Blevins places it out to Hull. Let's kick it. Just stick on that one. I was looking at a line change here for Colorado. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Made out here by McCarty. Shot in front, save. Back into the corner for Hull. There's a dangerous situation and a great stop again by Boucher. Pearson tried to play this one, and it's played out by Lassiter. That pass is broken up, and here comes Pajinski. He's going to wrap this one back around. Rosalenko with a little hit there on Lassiter. Pajinski is going to try to get this wrap around, and it's broken up in the corner and cleared out again. And Rosalenko's got a chance here. They've got the man advantage. Takes a shot right into the pad of Jones. And Jones just been unstoppable this evening. Kate, or at least this period. Piggott chasing down this one. He's Massey. Goes this one back out to Piggott. Piggott looking for a chance there. Leaves it back for Bergie. No chance here for Bratton. Bratton pass is broken up by Piggott. Piggott out to Bergie. Piggott wanted to, or excuse me, Boucher wanted a piece of that one. Rosalenko. Piggott. Piggott looking for help. And that's played back out in the corner for Carney. No icing is called. Carney comes out to play this one, leaves it back for Elliot Testa. Long pass out towards Marcinkiewicz, but can't connect. It's going to be wrapped around behind the net of Jones. Right into traffic. McConaughey fighting for this one. Deep into the corner. And here's Hofteaser chasing this one down. And we got an empty net here as we have a delayed penalty coming here against the Bears. So it's what the Buffs have been looking for all period. Empty net here as a timeout is called. There's Javelin drawing up. Quick play here for his Buffs team.
It looks like he's really emphasizing that play from the point right off that face-off. But kind of throws a wrench in the works if you can't win it. So the referee is in the huddle. I don't know if he's going to help out the face-off or what. But you can see right there, the most important thing they're looking at right now is just getting that puck right to the point and just draining them some offense. Because right now they haven't really been there off those rebounds. You know, they kind of just hope they get that shot past, and if it rebounds towards them, it's whatever. But if they were just a little bit quicker to that rebound, I wonder what the score would be, but I don't know many games you can win when you allow 7 goals.
So we still have an empty net here.
Actually, was no power play. I think we saw the hand up. Got confused.
This puck is played off. Here's Testa. Looking for a chance here is Hull. Most of it trying to maintain control And another chance here on the empty net. Broken up by Nislanik. Marcinkevichus into the corner, leaves it behind for Matty Hull. Here's Testa. Testa looking for help.
Oh.
Testa, great stick handling there. Hot Henderson, who goes to the bench. Hoff teaser. He's got help here. Tensions are rising. Empty netter here. Puck is played out. Hull is skating for that one. It's going to go wide of the net. Going to wrap around. Marcinkevichus looking for help here. Big check there on McConaughey on the half wall. Pass played out for Nislanik, shot in the traffic. Bears trying to clear the zone. There's a shot toward the empty net. Goes just wide. And an icing will be called.
Got some more stick or cam work here. Whoa. Look at that.
That is trippy.
That was insane puck tracking.
Shout out Tyler Phillips, man. Man is the GOAT on close-ups. Have you seen some of his ski photography and cycling?
Yep.
There's no one better. Piggott out in front of her. There's a shot right off the face-off from Rosolenko, and it's stopped by Jones. Net is still empty. A sloppy face-off there, ultimately taken away by the Buffaloes. Out in front here, try to get a wrap around is Logan Bergy. Here's this one out for Kate. Kate takes a shot right into traffic out in front, and they're taking a shot. This time it will go wide of the net again. And another icing. 1:25 to go here in the third period.
Okay.
There's some more great puck tracking.
I'm trying to be quicker, trying to follow it when they shoot on the net. It's kind of hard to see that like black dot on the wide shot.
Here comes the face-off. Rosolenko can't play this one out. Nislanik. Picked up by Dickinson. He retreats back into his own zone. Looking for help. Here's Piggott. He's got a chance, going to wrap this one around, and Jones is out of the net momentarily. He's back into, makes it back. There's a shot, goes wide, and it goes in. Three to 8 in favor of the Ice Bears of Missouri State. I go courtesy of Nick Summers.
Yeah, it's one of those games you just kind of conveniently forget about, you know, especially if you're making the push towards regionals. You know, you never let it get to you. You just move on. As I forgot to stop the timer. Oops. There.
There we go. Exactly 1 minute to go here in the third period. And a disappointing night here for the Buffaloes. But it was there's a cross-ice pass intended for Testa, trying to get on the board desperately. It was a big day here for Colorado basketball as women's hoops, of course, got the W earlier this evening against Houston. And the men's team put up their first dub of Big 12 play. So you could say that they are no longer defeated in conference play. And stay tuned for, there's a shot by Marcinkevichus right into traffic, saved by Jones, the rebound goes wide of the net. Stay tuned for a video on our YouTube coming here this week of our executive producer, Patrick Dawson, trying a bunch of different hot sauces on wings.
I don't know why he made that dare. We knew they were going to beat UCF.
We're like, don't take that bet.
Nope.
5 seconds to go here in the third period, and that will do it here from us tonight in Boulder. There's the horn.
Oop.
Big win
Hold on,
tonight for
say that
Missouri
right.
State. As the Buffs will convene again out here with Caden Boucher. great night tonight for Missouri State, and you can't say the Buffs didn't put up a fight.
Well, absolutely, especially last night. Almost blew that lead, but otherwise did a really good job just protecting that puck, and they generated offense, especially tonight. 3 goals. Most games you'll win a 3-goal. You put those up, but tonight the defense just wasn't there, and definitely something to work on, and just get right back to it next week. Especially you have that Rocky Mountain face-off, and it doesn't matter where CSU is in that stand-in. You got to just show up and know that they really want to play spoiler against you, because they're not us.
This is the game that counts.
Yep.
It's the one that they really look forward to. I mean, they're just like, who cares about regionals? McConaughey heads off ice. It's going to be a tough night. Doing post-game interviews for sure. Missouri State retreating to the locker room, they're being very vocal here as Buffs salute their home crowd, for those who are still in the rink this evening. Cade Deslanik taking a knee at center ice. Inside Matty Hull and Jake Carney. So it's a tough loss here tonight.
Yeah, but they'll be back.
They'll be back next weekend, and they're going to be red hot, I'm sure. This is the game where you're going to see tons and tons and tons of physicality.
Oh, yeah. And not a lick of discipline either. There's going to be so many penalties, a lot of generation of offense. That's just the fun part about the Rocky Mountain face-off. It's the best part of hockey, watching this Buffs team, and it's always the very last matchup that we get to see them play. And yeah, it's just like no other. We're trying to get a crew up to Fort Collins to cover Game 1, and then Game 2 will be here, so we'll be at that. But we're trying to get up to Game 1 on Friday, covering that. We're gonna have to reach out to the team and ask them if they want us to do the broadcast. It's always fun.
Yep.
Fort Collins is great. I love being up there. They have a nice Raising Cane's that we like to go to after that half the team also goes to.
So hopefully, they're nice people though. They're usually nice to them. From what I've heard, I've never been there. This is my first year with SBS, but anyway, folks, that is going to do it here for us this evening. As the rink is pretty much cleared out, with the exception of a few of our Buffs fans.
And us.
So it's been an absolute pleasure calling these games this weekend. It's been a long weekend for sure. I'm glad it's over, but it's been an honor calling these games for you this weekend, and we will be back for the Rocky Mountain Showdown for the final game of the WCHL regular season next weekend. Alongside Nick Evans, my name is Kieran Walger, saying so long from Boulder, and you heard it here first.